Very good morning, my dear students, and welcome to Digital World of Patania Public School. But in previous lecture, we learned components of Python programs, and five components are there: expressions, statements, comments, functions, blocks, and indentations. Here we learn Python style rules and convention. When we create any Python program, when we work with the Python program, then we follow the some rules. For example, your first rule is statement termination. Statement termination. Statement termination means you terminate with the colon, you terminate with the terminator sign. So how you terminate it? But in Python, does not use any symbol to terminate a statement. Everyone underline this point. When we work in a C++ language, we use to terminate the line terminator sign. But when we work in a Python language, we don't use any symbol to terminate a statement. When you add a physical code line means any message that you want to display on your screen. By pressing enter key, if for example you write down a is equal to 10, okay, just you write down here, for example, you write down a is equal to 10. So to terminate this line you press only enter in Python language, but in another language you need to terminate here, but in Python no need to terminate here. When you end a physical line by pressing enter key, the statement is considered terminated by default. Maximum line length. Maximum line length. Line length should be maximum 79 character. You write in a particular line 70, maximum 79 character, not more than the 79 character. Lines and indentation. Now you everyone aware about the blocks and indentation. So line and indentation, blocks of code are denoted by line indentation, which is enforced. Everyone underline this point and learn this point, which is enforced through four spaces note tab. When you write any code in Python, so you required four spaces per indentation level, or you press just enter key and where your cursor move you write, start writing blank lines. Use two blank lines between two level definition. Two level definition. When you write any definition in Python, then you require two level Python, then you require two blank lines between the two level definition. One blank line between method and function definition. When you define the method or function, then you required one blank line, but when you define the definition, then you require two blank lines. Function and method should be separated with two blank lines, and class identification with three blank lines. And when you define the any functions and method, you also separated with the two lines or three lines. Or when you define any class, you require the three blank lines. Avoid multiple statement on one line. For example, you define a is equal a comma b comma c comma d is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. So avoid these type of statement, or although you can combine more than one statement in one line using symbol semicolon between two statements, but it is not recommended. So when you define any statement, not a variable, not the value, when you define any statement, for example, you want to write down the statement, enter your name, enter your age. So you avoid to write both the line and statement in a single line. You define it on the different lines. So visibility is very attractive and meaningful that time. And white spaces. White spaces is also the rule of your Python. You should always have white space. White space means blank space. So have white space around operators and after punctuation, but not with parentheses. When you define, for example, you write down equal sign, when you write down block, when you write down brackets, so it required the or when you write down plus, it requires the white space. But when you write down for example sum, and then you require the parenthesis, so don't give the space between the parenthesis and the function name. These consider these six characters as white spaces. For white spaces, for the blank space, if you want to require the blank space, for example we write down here, we write here, we want to write down name, and here we write down for example Renu. Okay, so this space, how we display this space here between the name and the Renu. You require write space. For space, you just write down the this symbol quote, or you write down the backslash, and backslash n is used to enter the text in the next line, new line, and you give the space between for this space. You write down the backslash t also, and t means tab space, horizontal tab. And if you write down the backslash v, it means it gives the vertical tab, vertical space. And if you write down the backslash f, it gives the form field, and backslash r carries return. Okay, we use in our programs one by one, then we learn clearly. Here just you learn white space means single quotes, backslash n, backslash t, backslash v, backslash f, or backslash r. Case sensitive. I am saying all the time, Python is a case sensitive language, so it is affected your program, how you write your program in Python. If you write, for example, print is a statement or your keyword print, but if you write down this print capital P, if you write down print P is capital, then it create the error. So don't write down like this, because your Python is case sensitive language. Be careful while typing code and identifier names. Next rule is document string convention. A document string convention means your comments, when you write down your comments, you write down the triple quote, or otherwise you write down the triple inverted commas. Okay, identifiers naming. Identifier naming, we have already discussed the identifier, how to declare the identifier in last Zoom class. We have discussed the identifier, how to declare the identifier. Here identifier naming, you may use underscore to separate words in an identifier. For example, loan amount, s name, student roll number, student fees, anything. Or use Campbell case by capitalizing first letter of the each word. These identifier naming are your own name, you write any name here. Capital, you write in capital letter, you write in small letter, you write one word is capital, one character is capital and another are the small. No effect on your program. So you take any name, but if your name is bigger, then you write down underscore between the name, or don't start your name with the number. Always start your name, identifier name, always start with the alphabet, or you can start with the underscore sign. You start with the underscore sign also. So these are your identifier naming. Components of a program. One program is given here, and they asked identify the components. So we know that these are the function, and here you write down the statement, and this complete is your blocks and indentation. So we have already discussed above. Now, very important part of your Python programming language. Every programming language, any programming, C, C++, Java, or Python, every language have a variable. Variable is very important, but listen carefully, understand this point. A variable in Python represents named location that refer to a value. Where you store your value, where you input your value stored in which, where. So the location or the name of the location is your variable to store the value, and whose value can be used and proposed during program run. For instance, to store name of a student and marks of a student during a program run, we require some label to refer these marks so that these can be distinguished easily. For example, we want to enter the father name. So you write down the father's name. So this is your variable name. For example, we want candidate name, student name. So we write down directly name, or otherwise you write down student name, candidate name. So these all are your variable. For example, we want to input the age, then you write down the age. For example, we want to input the date of birth. So you write down the variable name D D O B. Otherwise, you write down D underscore O underscore B. Otherwise, you write down date of birth. So these all are the variable. So totally dependent on you how to declare this variable. So variable is a name where your value will be stored. Okay. The variable can call symbolic variable because these are named label. For instance, the following statement create a variable naming marks of numeric type. Marks is equal to 70. You write down A is equal to 10. You write down B is equal to 20. You write down, for example, number 1 is equal to 10. These all are your variable name. Now creating a variable, how to create a variable? We call, better listen one point here carefully: variables and assignment. Assignment, to assign the value to a variable, and variable is the name where you store your data. DOB, and these all are your uh, variable. A, B, these all are your variable. And when we put the equal sign and then we write down the any value, numeric value or string value, this means we assigning the value to the variable. So this is your assignment. Okay. So creating a variable, how to create a variable? Recall the statement when we use just now to create the variable marks. For example, we want to enter the marks, or we want to enter the English marks. So you write down E. So you write down E, then underscore, then write down marks. So everyone aware about this. Your English marks is 70. Or you write down directly marks, you write down M. And but if you write down only M, for example, you write down only M is equal to 70, then you define here one command. M is used for marks. So you define it like that. But how to create a variable? Very simple. First you write down any identifier, then you write down equal sign, and then write down any numeric value. We define the string or character value also, but here first we write down the numeric value if we want to enter any number or integer value here. Okay. Uh, as you can see that we just assigned the value of a numeric type of an identifier name, and Python created the variable of the type similar to the type of value assigned. In short, after the above statement, we can say that marks is a numeric value. So creating variable was just that simple only. Yes, you are right. In Python, to create a variable, just assign to its name the value of appropriate type. Type means your integer value, your string value, your character value, which type of value, and which type of value you input in where? Your variable name. For example, to create a variable namely student to hold student's name, and variable age to hold the student age. Student is used to enter the name of the student, and age is used to enter the age of the student. You just need to write somewhat similar to what is shown here. Student is equal to, write down the name of the student. Otherwise, you just write down name is equal to, and then write down name Amit, Samit, Sumit, any name that you want. And same like age is a variable name, and this is 16 is the value. So this complete is the creating a variable. When you write down uh, for example, you write down N1 is equal to 100. This is you are creating a variable. Simple. Clear? When we write down name is equal to Amit. So this is your variable. This is the name of the variable, this is your assignment operator, and this is your value. So this value input in name. So name is the name of your variable, and this complete we call creating a variable. Important variable are not storage containers in Python. If you have an earlier exposure to programming, you must be having an idea of variables. But we are the new in Python language. You don't know about the programming language. So, but Python variable are not created in the form most other programming language do. Most programming language create a variable as storage container. For example, age is equal to 15, age is equal to 20. First value 15 is assigned to variable age, and the value 20 is assigned to it. Traditional programming language variable. A variable is a container in traditional programming language like C, C++. It is named storage location that store a value in it. For example, you write down age is equal to 15, so your 15 value will be inputted in age. Variable age is created as a container at a memory address, say this one 202530, and it store value as 15. In this location, we store the value 15 and the name of the value is age. Statement age is equal to 20. So age is equal to 15, location in this, and then you again write down age 20. Now this statement will change the content of the location where variable age is created. With this statement, the location of the variable did not change, only its content changed. Only content change. Location is the same, but content is changed. So now your age is equal to 20, not the 15. This is how traditionally variable were created in programming language C, C++, like that. But in Python, totally different. Python variables in memory, but Python does this differently. Let us see how Python will do it. Python preloads some commonly used value even before any identifier is created. In an area of memory, we can refer to this area as front-loaded database. One is your backend and one is your front end. So we use the front-loaded data space. The data space memory has literal or values. We already discussed what is the meaning of literals and values, integer literal and your string literals and all. At defined memory location, and each memory location has a memory address. When you give statement age is equal to 15, variable age will be created as a label pointing to memory location where the value 15 is stored as. So for example, you input 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So where your value will be 15 is stored. So your value will be stored at the address of 20216. When you give statement and when you input age, now age referring to the location of the 2026 that has the value 15, and when we give the statement is 20, then the location is different. We input on the location of 20296. In another language, your variable and your value will be changed on the same location, but in Python you input the same variable on the different location. So in concluded form, you can say in C and C++, you don't take the similar name in your programming language for the different values. But here you use one variable name for the different values. And when you give statement 20, the variable age will not be having the same location as earlier. Value 20 will be stored. So thus variable in Python do not have fixed location unlike other programming languages. The location they refer to changes every time the value change. This rule is not for all types of variable. It not fulfill all the types of variable means not fulfill the to change these values in your character values, in your string value, it only for your numeric values or some more types. It will become clear to you in text next chapter where we talk about the multiple or mutual types. We'll learn later. So now next topic is L value and R value. L value means left hand side value and R value means right hand side value. Broadly, two types of values: right hand side values, left hand value, and your right hand value. For example, when you write down a is equal to 20, so a is on the left side and 20 is on the right side, left side and the right side. So left side almost every time your variable names are there, but on your right side always your values are there. So L value expression that can come on these left hand side of an assignment, and the R value means RHS means right hand side assignment. L value, here question arises, what is the difference between L value and the R value? So what is the difference here? Are the object to which you can assign a value or expression. For example, we define C is equal to A plus B. So this is your left side. So always left value assign a value or a expression. We assign this expression to the C. We assign this A value to the A. R value are the literals and expression. Means your numeric value, your character value, your string value, your expression, these all are on the right side. So you can say that A is equal to 20, B is equal to 10, but you cannot say 20 is equal to A. We can't say 30 is equal to B. We can't say A plus B is equal to C. We always write C is equal to A plus B. So this is the perfect match. The literal expression that evaluate, don't do like that. The literals or the expression that evaluate a value cannot come on left hand side of an assignment, hence they are a right side value of. But variable names can come in left hand side of an assignment. They are left values. L value can come on left hand side as well as right hand side of an assignment. So these all about your variables. So how you declare these variables? We do in Python. Starting we do it on the Python. Everyone open the Python and Python IDLE. And for example, we write down here A. A is the name of the variable. A is equal to 10. For example, we write down A is equal to 10. So A is on the left side, and always left side your variable name, your identifier names are there, and on your right side always your values and your expression are there. So you write down only A is equal to 10. So we assign the value 10 to the A. So when we write down print A, so your answer is 10. But when we write down 10 is equal to A, so this creates the error. Syntax error, cannot assign to literals. And what is the literal? Your this 10 is your literal. For example, we write down here pi is equal to 3.114. Okay, and then we display the print pi. So it displays 3.14. This is your literal. This is your floating literal, and above 10 is your integer literal. But when we define 3.14 is equal to pi, this is the wrong way. This is the error. Don't write down on that type. Okay. So in next video, we meet with the next topic. Thank you so much for watching this video.